weird existence. I was 11, and he was a meat executive. He was like a head of meat. He was a meathead, basically. And he would just tell me sick shit, which is why I became a comedian before I did anything else. We would be in a restaurant, this is true, and he was sitting next to me, and he had a menu, and he said, tonight's specials are cake and cock, and they're out of cake. And I was like, I'm 11. I like cake.
Everything.
Yeah. Well, I never told you this, but I once bought a Kathy Lee Gifford CD. Oh, boy, does that feel good to get that out in the open. All right, go ahead, it's your turn.
The bully was supposed to come to school today to teach my class a great dance.
I'm sorry, kiddo.
I was afraid if I went to school and Bully wasn't there, I felt sad.
Michelle, it's okay to feel sad.
But if I feel sad, I might cry. And I can't be brave for you.
Michelle, did you get the idea that you had to be brave for me?
From Stephanie. She said that you were so sad, we shouldn't make you worse.
Oh, sweetheart. Stephanie, she probably thought she was telling you the right thing to do, but she was wrong. I'm going to talk to her about that. Michelle, we should always share our feelings with each other. That's what makes us a family.
I really loved the bully. I was his little Michelle.
I was his little Jesse.
Here's a guy who's very funny, but he's lonely. He needs acceptance. Make him happy, won't you? Bob Saget, how about it? All right, Bobby, here we are now.
Thank you. Gosh, you're a wonderful audience. You really are. I'm not just kissing up. I'm really not. I swear. I'm slobbering all over you is what I'm doing, because I need you to like me real bad, because I have no act, and I have no life, and I have no future. I'm serious. My mom is Gumby, my dad is Pokey, and I'm Mr. Potato Head. So I talk real fast. If you have any drugs, take them now. I'm serious. I'm not funny, but I am quick. That's the problem I have with women, too. But it's good to be here. It really is. And you're a great crowd. I'm not just kissing up again. It's the second time I've done it. I just want to take a jacuzzi with you and throw in a toaster. I'm not kidding. I've never been this happy. But you're a great crowd, and I care about all of you individually. I just want to have sex with you right now. I'm serious. But I can't. I'm working right now. But I'm a happy guy, because I got married. Married my girlfriend of 7 years. At her age, I'm going to jail. No, I did. I really am in love. I told her tonight, I said, when I come home, I want to make love to you badly. And she said, at least you don't overestimate yourself. But I'm nuts over her. She's this tall. It's my dad's joke. I'm sorry you laughed at that. I've lost respect for you. I really have. Everybody needs friends, you know? I had it rough when I was a kid. Never got to go to camp. My mom thought I'd get embarrassed undressing in front of little boys, but I've changed because I kind of like it now. That's not true. I'm no senator. But thank you very much. I never got to sleep over my friends' houses. Anybody get to do that? You slept over my friends' houses? I never got to. I said, Mom, why not? She said, Bob, you have no friends and you have no life, and I'm not your mother, okay? But I love my mom, and you came too for just $12. I'm sorry, that was easy. Let that go. I'm sorry. Don't applaud that. You're scum, buddy. You really are. I live in California now, which is nice, but I'm actually frightened to death of an earthquake. I'm really scared of it. Californians don't care. It's like, oh, look, the ground's opening up. There goes my house. There go my wife and kids. It's Miller time. I'm scared there's going to be like a major quake and I'll be getting a vasectomy at the time. That's what I'm scared of, you know? It was a 7.3, but now it's a 4.1. But I won't do that, damn it, because I want to have a kid. I really do. Right now I'm in no position to have a kid because I'm standing up and I'm alone. But I want to have a kid, but we've been trying to have a kid. Well, my wife's trying. I just lay there. But I won't breastfeed. Damn it, I won't do it. Men can breastfeed. Did you know that? I read that. Okay, I made it up. No, I read it. I wrote it down and then I read it. I believe everything I read. Men can breastfeed, but you have to actually take cans of evaporated milk to your chest and give the baby an opener, you know? I remember when I was just a little baby, my mother was looking down and she said, "Bob, you've had enough." And I said, "Don't act like you don't like it." You know, I was young, but I was a smart kid. But there's so much bad stimulus out there for kids. I was in a toy store recently. There's this new doll out. It's half man, half woman. It's called Gee, I Don't Know. You've been real nice. I had a good time. Thank you very much.
We're in a shower stall, and we became friends. We would go to dinner. I was the guy. I'm always wanting to make things better somehow. I was raised that way by my dad and my mom, to try to make peace for people. That's the thing. And he liked that I would invite him, because people didn't invite him to shit because he was kind of unapproachable to some people.
Oh, right.
So we would go to dinner and we would laugh, and I would make him laugh. We had to do one scene 40 takes, because one shot that was a long Steadicam shot. We had a dead body in it that was covered in water, and I was supposed to say something like, "Oh, the guy was in the drink. We found it." But it was such a fake-looking body, and every time I said this serious line, I was this young doctor, Richard just cracked up. And so he's looking in my face, and there's no bigger honor.
Look at you. Look at you, baby-faced motherfucker.
Fuck,
How
man.
old were you then?
26, 27.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that was a good scene. That's Ruben.
Wow.
I remember all of this. He and I, so he couldn't, the fact that he couldn't look in my face and kept laughing, and it was a serious scene. Do you know what an honor that is?
Oh, man,
So the
that's
guy
amazing.
that was an idol. So I'm sitting in the shower with him, and he shows me this thing. This is graphic. He shows me this scrubbing brush, and one side's soft, and the other side's just bristles. And he says, I don't think he'd mind me telling you this. I always think about when you talk about someone that you love that's deceased, would they be okay with what you're saying? So it's not TMZ garbage. So he would take the hard scrubbing part, and he said, this is what they took my skin off with. After the fire, they had to scrub my whole body with this shit. And I just sat there, and I remember crying. I think there was the combined empathy, and then I told him of like my sister that died, and then he was telling me, you know, you just get close with people. And then one night I didn't invite him to dinner because he'd had a hard day, and he was mad at me the next day. And I was like, oh my God.
So he was enjoying.
So I said, but he was in a rough place. He was, you know, he was a complicated human. But I remember saying to him, because when you're acting, you're just, I don't know, I was green. I said, so you're upset with me. I'm so sorry. This means we're friends, right? Because I upset you, right? And then we went to dinner again, because that's like.
He's the classic complicated comedian, right?
Yeah.
Classic.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispered, kid, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Have a talk show.
Well, I will study hard, and when you die, I will take over.
I will never die.